one of the most notorious crimes in recent history. In 1984, when Elisabeth was 18 years old, she told her parents that she was going to move in with her older sister. But Elisabeth never did that. Instead, she left home for good and cut off all contact with her family.
Then in 1992, 8 years after Elisabeth left, something unbelievable happened. A baby was left on the Fritzls' doorstep. There was a note with the baby that was from their daughter, Elisabeth. She explained to her parents that the baby was hers, but she couldn't raise her and wanted her parents to care for her instead. They kept the baby and asked police to reignite the search for their daughter, and the authorities came up empty. In the following 4.5 years, Elisabeth dropped off 2 additional children, a girl named Monica and a boy named Alexander. 12 years after the last baby, Alexander, was left on the doorstep, something terrible happened. Joseph and Rosemary called an ambulance to their home because one of their grandchildren was critically ill. It was Elisabeth's daughter, 19-year-old Kirsten. Kirsten was so ill and suffering from such a severe lack of oxygen, doctors were pressing Joseph for information on Kirsten's health history, but he couldn't provide any information. So a story was broadcast on television with doctors begging Elisabeth to come forward and help them with Kirsten's medical history so that they could properly treat her.
Then one week, Elisabeth Fritzl appeared out of nowhere. Before they entered the hospital, the police said, "We need to talk to you." They start asking her questions about where she came from, what was going on with her daughter.
But they also said she looked really odd. She too was ghostly pale.
Then she said, "Can you guarantee that my children and I will never see my father again?" Elisabeth then told police a story that left them speechless and horrified.